Like, stay tuned, man. There's more of the scoop.
I have to return some videotapes. 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 I have to return some videotapes.
Welcome back once again to Strange Girl Video on the Ecto-Violence channel. It looks like, well, we've already got a comment. I'm going to pull up the chat so that you can see it too here, real quick.
Excellent.
while we get things started.
Taste of things to come.
Exactly. Scary's reviews says, yes, it's good, great fun. Misses some important details, though. A couple characters are changed, and my cat's ass is in the way. Some are weakened and useless. Well, we're going to get into all that. At least our thoughts and opinions on it. The Mortal Kombat movies are... The Mortal Kombat in general universe is pretty mixed bag.
Yeah.
The games are pretty solid. Like, I don't really have anything to say except a couple times here and there they made games that were not great. Like the Special Forces and Sub-Zero Mythologies had their moments. They were cooler in idea than execution, but...
Yeah.
And then, obviously, everybody knows Mortal Kombat and Annihilation's kind of shit, but it's also super watchable still.
If you're nostalgic for that movie, it holds up. Beyond that, like even at the time, so many of the cast members walked away because they didn't agree with the script. And so they recast damn near everybody in there besides Liu Kang and Katana, I think, were the only carryovers.
Yeah.
So
and I think one of the guys who played either Scorpion or Sub-Zero in the first one ended up playing some more ninja characters in the second, I think.
Yeah, you're right, but they didn't reprise that role. They were, I think, somebody that played... It was somebody that did Scorpion or Sub-Zero in the first one played somebody else. Yeah. Either way.
I don't remember the exact details, but...
So I did not do a rewatch of the Mortal Kombat reboot film before this. I just went in without rewatching it.
You know when I
rewatch it?
I did my rewatch when the trailer for this dropped.
Oh, okay.
So I have rewatched it in like 6 months ago, though.
Okay. Yeah, I only saw it the first one the one time when I saw it in theaters.
When you think of it as just like a prequel, like if this was a television series and that was like how that was just the first episode, it wouldn't be bad at all. You know what I mean?
No, and even a first couple of episodes in a series is how that would work out and be okay.
I mean, yeah, that was like a 2-hour movie, so it'd be maybe 2 episodes of an hour-long TV show. Like, it wouldn't be anything crazy if they did an 8-episode season or something. But they tried to obviously correct a few mistakes, or not even necessarily mistakes, but criticisms of the first film that they made.
Yeah.
Which I had lots of things I liked and didn't like about that movie. So
for sure.
I think how you felt about that one is going to have
an influence on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that last one, I thought there's definitely always a couple characters that are used to a goonish level. For example, I mean, in the first 2 movies, or the first movie specifically, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are both just ghouls, you know?
Yeah.
There's no, like, character there. And in the one they made in 2011, not 2011, what the hell am I thinking? 2021? Is that what it was? It's 5 years now? Holy shit.
Yep.
Rico, or Rico, I don't know how they pronounce his name. He's a character that's introduced in Mortal Kombat 4. And he's had some very interesting storylines over the years since then. And by very interesting, I mean kind of shitty and weird.
Sure.
and I think he's only in Mortal Kombat Armageddon besides 4, unless I'm mistaken. I don't know if he was brought back in anything else. Maybe he was, maybe I don't know, but
Yeah.
his character is played by a guy who played Rictus in Mad Max Fury Road. Just like a big hulking person. He's like a wrestler, but like he just plays like antagonist, but not only antagonist, but like stupid antagonist that hardly can say words.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that had some of that going. But the new movie, there's positives to it, like the Scorpion and Sub-Zero thing. That's the best part of that movie. That stuff was fucking incredible.
You could have made an entire movie just around that.
For sure.
I mean, it was that well done.
Wasting Goro in like a garage fight?
Mm-hmm.
Not so much.
Yeah, that was interesting. That I thought that the fact that, you know, they used Goro so early on, and they didn't use, you know, they didn't follow back up with that at all in this one, the second one.
Yeah.
You know, and I get it. You know, it's.
I did appreciate that Shang Tsung is still alive, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
I guess if we're getting into the new one, character I think was wasted was Quan Chi. I liked seeing him in there. His appearance was not too bad or anything.
Yeah, the makeup looked good. Like, it was an interesting concept to have him in there.
I like that actor too. He's I'm pretty sure that's the guy that played Charles Manson in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And he's
Okay.
also in. Did you see the Dave Franco, Allison Brie movie Together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we reviewed that.
Okay, yeah. So he's the person that's already kind of fused together, the teacher.
Ah, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's that guy. That played fucking Quan Chi.
I
Kind
don't
of
know.
cool.
I thought he did a good job as Quan Chi.
I did think it was
There's-
written terribly. Quan Chi just should be way more authoritative and not like a pansy weirdo.
He reminded me of Death from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yeah.
Part
After he loses his luster, though, not like when he's cool and shit at the beginning.
Yeah, after he gets defeated. He just the look of him, the head of him, yeah, it just was like, okay. I did like how they had him necromancing and bringing people back from the dead. I thought that was kind of a cool thing.
Well, that's the thing is, I did like how they took a lot of inspiration for this movie from some of the later games, especially Mortal Kombat 9, which I think is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The storyline for that game is really great if you haven't played it. Mortal Kombat Armageddon ends with like almost everybody fucking killed, and Shao Kahn and Raiden are battling atop this mountain basically. And Raiden's about to get killed, and he breaks his amulet, and then it travels back in time to Mortal Kombat 1, and Raiden has his amulet there, and it breaks, and he's like, what the fuck's happening? And he starts changing the events of the games as it goes through them.
Oh, okay.
So you get shit like cybernetic Sub-Zero, and Cyrax does not get turned into a cyber ninja.
Okay. That's
Stuff
cool.
like that. You get to see all that. But when you see it from that perspective, Quan Chi is there at Mortal Kombat 1. You know, he's
okay,
hanging
yeah.
out. He's employed by Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn and whatnot.
Yeah.
It goes more into detail about the Black Dragon and stuff, which is, you know, Kano and Cabal were
Part of yeah.
involved with. So
Mhm.
I do appreciate that about these games. They actually, or these movies. So there's some of that stuff that doesn't feel like it's necessarily like, why is Quan Chi in this movie? But like it's from the games. He's like,
Yeah, no,
supposed
I
to have
thought that
been
was
there,
good.
kind of.
I mean, I played Mortal Kombat 11, and that was the first one I'd played in a while, just because, you know, I had a console that could play it, so I played that on the Switch, and I enjoyed that. You know, they've since rebooted again to Mortal Kombat 1, is what they've called the current one, but
I've gone
They've
through
got-
and watched the ones I haven't. I think
played, and you just kind of
11
watch the
and
stories.
1 I watched the full storylines on YouTube just
Yeah.
because I didn't have consoles to play them on. I have 9 and I played and loved it, and 10. I didn't
Yeah.
have 10, but I played it a lot because I was working at the card shop back in the day for a brief time, and we would host tournaments for it and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so
We got another comment from Baron. Yo, newish viewer here. Your Blu-ray 4K comparison videos brought me to your channel, and I've enjoyed your recent videos on the Child's Play and Final Destination franchises. Thank you. I don't know what horror franchise I'm going to be moving on to next. I thought about going right into Friday the 13th because they had just announced that it's premiering October 13th. But I might also wait to do that till right before it. So we'll see.
yeah, and I've just seen stuff that I just saw that Jason Voorhees is coming back to Fort Nightmare this well, and so like apparently the licensing expo is getting ready to happen, and there's like 40 new licenses for Jason stuff as part of this new series launch. So that's fascinating. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with all the other stuff out there. I'm wondering if we'll see a new box set again, even though there's a pretty collaborative or a pretty elaborate one out there already. So
Yeah.
but that wasn't 4K. That was just Blu-ray, wasn't it?
What? Which one?
Friday the 13th.
The set that I have is just a Blu-ray set, yeah. But
Okay.
they have put out quite a few of them on 4K now, but not all of them. Like,
Not a full set like that last big.
no, like just various versions from different people.
Okay.
1 and 2 are out on 4K, I think.
right.
Remake, and then the other two, Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X, and I'm not sure about the other ones because honestly, I have that Blu-ray box set and I'm not getting any other versions of Friday the 13th. I'll buy Freddy vs. Jason when it comes out on 4K,
Yeah.
but I'm good with that Blu-ray set. Same way with Halloween. Like, I might get the original on 4K, and I have 3 on 4K already.
Oh, okay.
But the rest, I'm gonna at some point buy that Scream Factory Halloween box set. That's basically the Halloween version of that Friday the 13th set, has
yeah.
even the Rob Zombie movies included. And Lord knows I would never buy those solo. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's the only way I'll ever revisit them.
Mama's Big Fat Movie Collection says, "What's up, fellas? Hey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you tuning in."
What's going on?
Yeah, so Mortal Kombat is a little bit out of the wheelhouse, but there's enough gore and violence in this that I wouldn't say this falls in horror, but it's pretty gory, so there's some cool kills in here for sure.
No, but this is the Ecto Violence channel, so anytime I'm talking about anything violent, I think it counts too.
No, that's fair. That's fair. So,
I'm looking at the Wikipedia just so we can talk about some of this in order. But movie
well, we
opens
start
up
off
with Shao
with that
Kahn.
flashback.
Yeah.
That was a
he's-
cool fight sequence, too.
Yeah, Shao Kahn killing King Jared and Mortal Kombat taking over Adenia in the name of Outworld. See, Adenia is a thing you do see a lot more in some of the other games.
Yeah.
Jared
It's one of
obviously
those-
being married to Sindel, having Katana. Jade is from there. Rain is from there.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess, just like a backstory so that later on when, spoiler alert, Katana is the one to whoop Shao Kahn's ass, it doesn't, I guess, seem out of nowhere. It's kind of like supposed to be a framing device to be her story. Although, to be
Yes.
honest, it kind of like is only a framing device. Like, she's out there throughout the whole movie, but like her character still is not the main character.
Yeah, I get that.
It's Johnny
Mama's Big
Cage.
Fat Movie Collection says, "You guys hear about the Near Dark 4K from Synapse next year?" Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I love Near Dark. That's a great film.
Yeah, I don't think I have. Do I have any Synapse? I think I might have like one Blu-ray or DVD from them. Maybe like the Trick or Treat, 1986 Trick or Treat I have on DVD from them. Maybe did they put that out?
Okay. I don't know.
I'm not sure. But yeah, I did hear about it. Of course, I do have Near Dark on DVD, so I'm one of those people who's like, I'm good whether or not I'll be able to get it or not. But is
I've
Synapse?
got
I think they're a overseas label though.
I think they are. Yeah, UK maybe EU.
Which it's 4K, so that's good. But
Yeah. So Mortal Kombat, man. So we're into this. We see this flashback, and then we see Kung Lao and Kano get revitalized or brought back to life by Quan Chi, which is pretty cool to see Kung Lao turn into this like crazy villain.
Synapse is in Michigan, huh? Interesting. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Good to know.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm taking a break here. We're traveling to their website so I can see what they've put out.
Taking a
But I might
detour
already.
here.
Okay, they put out Basket Case 2 and 3. Which, to be honest, I don't think I've seen those. I've only seen the first one, and I love the first one.
The first one is so weird. It's so good.
Okay, they put out Christmas Evil, Creature from the Black Lake, Demons, and Demons 2. Oh, I probably do have more than one release of theirs then, because I might have that release of Demons on DVD anyway. Frankenhooker, which is I think the same director as Basket Case, and I've never seen that one. I just need to fucking hunker down and see it. Manos, Hands of Fate Special Edition. I interviewed the little girl from that movie on our on our other channel.
That was cool.
All right. Anyway, Mortal Kombat. It's easy to get distracted because this.
Oh, for sure.
It wasn't that great. It was all right.
Yeah. I mean, I had fun with it. I went with my buddy Josh. He was in town. So he's like, "Hey, you seen the new?" He hadn't seen Mortal Kombat, the reboot.
Oh.
So he went in not having seen that at all, or even having heard of it. He just saw that it was Mortal Kombat 2 and thought that they were just kind of starting there with the game stuff. And we didn't get into too much detail about it, but he liked it enough, and he, basically gave me the laydown that's saying, not having seen it, he thought it was pretty decent, better than Annihilation. So,
yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's talk about Johnny Cage, I guess. Carl Urban, I do like, and he is interesting as Johnny Cage. He's way more of a snarky and less upbeat kind of snarky, and more like dark humor snarky, like ready to give up. Which I get. It is a portrayal that was done in Mortal Kombat 10.
Yeah, they give him the old Johnny Cage, like burnt out and just his sense of humor reminded me of Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine, and even in Logan, just a hair from Logan, you know what I mean? Like just that kind of like burnt out, grumpy old guy.
Yeah.
That can still kick ass. So that was fascinating to see that. Like I just felt like I have nothing against Carl Urban. I know tons of people love him in The Boys, which I haven't really watched all that. I've watched the first episode or two, and I just haven't committed to it.
You absolutely should, though.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've been watching the newest season.
Yeah.
And it gets... it's very like in parallel with what's happening in politics in America right now.
Oh, yeah, I've heard all that for sure.
What's so funny about it is that so many people would watch it, and at some point, like, the creators are like, yeah, we are... Like, the right-wing people became super upset with feeling attacked by it, and it was like, this is kind of what the series has always been. It does...
Yeah, political satire.
It lampoons everything politically, but also the right wing is, especially right now, way easier to make fun of than anything the left could fucking even think of doing.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a fucked up time. Yeah. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I liked Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. I thought he did the role justice. What I didn't like, though, was like he had these moments where he's not a believer, And like his thing with Raiden, like just felt so shoehorned in where like he's remembering what Raiden taught him in like the 2-minute conversation they had, like later on in the film. I'm like, the emotional weight was not actually there. So it just felt like a cop out, but I was like, whatever. I mean, it's a video game movie, so
All right, so
you
you
know.
remember, you may not remember this, but the first movie has a thing where I can't even remember what they call it, but like they have to discover their power.
Yeah.
And they kind of just, it's kind of there still because as you see, Johnny Cage eventually does discover it, but it's not ever mentioned. And he keeps bringing up like, why does everyone have powers and I don't? Someone should have been like, yeah, you'll get him at some point probably because, you know, and they just didn't address the, yeah, you're a champion now, but you don't have the Mortal Kombat tattoo that everybody had in the first movie. That's like kind of no longer a thing. It's like, you just need to be consistent. We didn't like those things necessarily, but it doesn't mean you can just ignore them in the second film either.
Well, no, I mean, if you thought it was good enough to put it in the first one,
and
some of that should carry over.
It's like nitpicky, complainy stuff. I'm not like, you know,
no, and I
but
feel like there was just a hair of dialogue just basically saying like, yeah, you weren't there for the training, so or we don't have time to unlock your power. I feel like Raiden said that to him during that conversation. But some of the dialogue, I mean, again, it's a video game movie, so take it with a grain of salt, but it was pretty cheesy. Liu Kang, I thought, had a pretty cool ending, like where basically he realizes he's got a higher calling.
Yeah, but also it kind of made no sense because he just like flies away and you're like, what the fuck's happening?
Turns into the dragon, apparently. I don't know.
Like, what? He was just stabbed in the fucking chest fatally. Like, he does like, at one point, he fuses with fucking Raiden, becomes a god. Like, the fire god. And then another one, he like, that's what happens in Mortal Kombat 1. He's remade the universe.
Yeah.
It's weird shit, but it has, like, it makes sense that they would put it in there, but it also kind of should have been something, because it just kind of comes out of nowhere, and you're like, how's he doing this? What is happening here exactly?
Yeah, there's a few things there that just don't make sense.
The way they were like, now we have to go resurrect our fallen friends was not a good way to set up another movie either. You could have done something more interesting for sure.
Yeah, I think they just wanted to show you that like nobody's truly dead or ever fully dead in this thing.
Well, that's fine too because it's Mortal Kombat, and like when a new game comes out, you've been killing people in the game. You know what I mean? Like some people for sure will die, like canonically, but like it makes sense to just bring some people back too, and also some people back as like Noob Saibot. And this one was pretty cool. I did like that. Although it seemed like Scorpion's just shoehorned in there to do that. I still liked that scene, but
yeah, and then the whole Cole thing.
Yeah, that was funny as fuck. I knew it was happening.
Oh yeah, as soon as you see him fighting Shao Kahn, you know he's dead.
But I did like that fight was just cool to see, just because you like to see Shao. That's what I will say. This movie, the fight moves are pretty accurate. Not that they weren't in the other movies. They always did plenty of their fight moves.
But they genuinely look good. They look like.
But Shao Kahn's even doing that shoulder shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the speed shoulder. Yeah,
that was nice to see.
Yeah, I liked his hammer. That was pretty cool. And
Liu Kang versus Kung Lao was fun, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of people said that was their favorite fight in the movie.
I think it was just because those two are clearly the best fighters that were on set.
Yeah, the choreography to that was probably the best. I didn't necessarily care about the background. Like, it looks so, like, dreamy and everything, which I get matches some of the game background.
Well, I was about to say that's an exact level from Mortal Kombat, too, so I get it.
Yep.
I do like seeing all of those.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So, and to some level, the fan service and stuff like that was excellent.
Yeah. No, that was good. I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what character I really liked in this that I was surprised? Baraka.
I have mixed feelings on Baraka, because while I found myself enjoying it, I was like, this doesn't feel like Baraka, though, either. But
it felt like...
I'm letting it slide just because I did like it. Yeah, like you said, it is... It's just
I
kind of
like-
fun how he
I
gets
like-
his ass beat and he's like,
That was the best fight ever. You know what it really reminded me of? It reminded me of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy and how he's portrayed. Just kind of like just like the big bulking humor that like he kind of carried after the fight.
you know what's fucked up? I saw 3C Films compare this entire movie to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh no shit, that's wild.
Yeah. I can't even remember all the points he brought up, but yeah, it was pretty.
No, my thing was
On
that Dave Bautista's sense of humor and performance as Drax in Guardians, the first.
I get what you're
Guardians
saying, but like
specifically.
that sounds fucking
Yeah.
awful to me. Like, dear God, that's why I didn't like it probably, because like I enjoyed it, but at the same time I'm like, this is not fucking even close to what Baraka should be. I don't think personally. I don't know.
I did like the way they modified the bones, and I'm not sure if that was in some of the later games where like the bones regenerate. I thought that was a cool aesthetic.
Yeah, he can shoot them out in some of them and stuff. Like I think he even in Mortal Kombat 2 shoots some of them out.
Yeah, maybe, but I feel like it's just the graphics too, so like
Yeah.
they weren't as detailed, so they just kind of look like. I always felt like Baraka was a cheap version of Wolverine in Mortal Kombat 2, just because the graphics weren't quite there. You know what I mean? For those, you know what I mean? Like the character designs looked okay, but like some of the close-up details just weren't there.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I had a favorite fight when I walked out of the theater. I was like, oh, I think that was my favorite battle. But I'm drawing a blank on it now, so it must not have been that good. So,
Yeah, I think
thought-
mine would be Noob Saibot Scorpion, just because
yeah.
I liked the shadow effects and stuff.
That whole battle realm looked pretty cool. There's some big stuff going on in there, so I did like that.
Yeah.
So besides Cole getting killed off, like underutilized characters, Shang Tsung in this was just like felt like an afterthought. Or like, well, he didn't die, but here he is.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They kind of blew his load in the first one.
Yeah, and I get it. Mortal Kombat has so many characters now that you really have to. How do you fit them all in without just having them on screen? Like, I think that was Annihilation's problem. They literally showed everything about, Annihilation shows with like no story to them. They just showed them off because they're like, hey, we're going to shoehorn them all in here. And this movie like had fewer characters than it could have, but some of the characters that were on there didn't have enough to do to make it worthy of even having them in the film.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think Quan Chi was wasted. Again, I just think some of the characters are misportrayed a little bit, or I've just built up a version of them in my head that's just not what they're doing. I don't know. That's possible too. But
yeah,
Quan Chi's always been a character I actually really liked, and I always like his voice being like really, really weird and deep, like a demon, kind of like. I don't know. He's just a cool character. And then, yeah, they did. That's just. Who's even. Are there many new characters? I guess Jade, Shao Kahn, Noob Saibot, arguably.
Yeah.
Sindel. Baraka wasn't in the first one.
No, the Sindel fight was pretty interesting too. I did like that. They got
thought-
like her screaming there. It was okay.
I wanted to like it more than I did. And then same thing with Jax versus Jade. That fight was very lackluster, I thought, but
That was one of the weaker ones in there. And, like you spared one of ours, I'll spare one of yours. Like, I get that. Okay, that's fine.
I don't know if they're staying away from Nightwolf for stereotypical reasons or something like that, but like I would like to have seen Nightwolf in this movie. I know it's like if you're doing Mortal Kombat 2, we're not going to put Nightwolf in there, but listen, Quan Chi was in this movie, and Nightwolf also appears in Mortal Kombat 9 during the first tournament, so put him in.
Yeah, I think there's enough characters though, and they've got enough they can always go back and revisit them. But what I will say is, like, after watching this and like just preparing for the show tonight, just there are so many fucking stupid character names in Mortal Kombat, especially in like Noob Saibot. Like I get it, that's funny, like as an in-game thing, like when you're doing the game, things like that, and you're having the characters in there. But when you start translating this to other media, you're just like, that did not translate well.
Did they even refer to him as Noob Saibot?
Not necessarily, but I mean, I think that's what
think
he
they just called
listed
him.
as.
Yeah, they just called him Bihan, which I was fine with.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the credits call him Bihan and Noob Saibot. I don't know.
Yeah, they probably did.
So
Yeah, but well, it's it's a video game reference. There's
yeah, I know. It's funny.
Yeah, there's like I'm looking at Mortal Kombat Armageddon now, which was at the time when it came out on PS2 and stuff, it included every character that had been in the games that you could fight as, basically.
Yeah.
And there's lots that you're like, oh, I don't ever need to see that character in any of the media. Like Azra, Su Hao. Su Hao is in Deadly Alliance, I think. That's like just a Russian dude with like a bionic chest thing. Jarek he's in Mortal Kombat 4. Just like a dude with a goatee and a vest.
Yeah.
But then there's characters like Kenshi that they added in Mortal Kombat. Is he in 4 or was that Deadly Alliance that he appeared in first? I think it's Deadly Alliance. And he's a fucking excellent character. He's the blind like swordsman guy.
Mm-hmm.
He should be in the movies for sure.
Yeah, they've got a shitload of characters they can add in here to the old time. So,
well, it's like strategically too. Like if you put either Kenshi or whoever else I just fucking said that I forgot already, Nightwolf, like characters like that, people love those characters.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we'll get Rain in the next one.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I would like to see more of the other ninjas in there, right? So
yeah. Was Ermac in any of the movies?
I don't think so. But like Smoke, Cyrax, and Sector, like there's tons of ninjas they can do in there. But again, it goes back to like this IP lends itself well to like a TV series, just because there's so many aspects they could have all these people in there and like develop their characters before the fights.
Yeah.
Interesting things there. So this is a video game movie, and video game movies are getting a lot more comfortable, like trying to have that video game world feel like it's part of the movie now. And so like with the scoring diamonds in the sky, basically, like fighters in the tournament, I thought that was an interesting way to kind of like tie it to the game. That felt very much like it was lifted straight out of a video game as far as tracking the combatants in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily love it, but I was like, I appreciate what they're doing there for it, because it's kind of giving like, you're trying to make that world from the video games feel like it blends into the movies. And, it worked well enough for me that I didn't, hate it. So,
yeah. I'm like running out of things to say about it. Like I thought I can express my feelings in that I thought it was okay. I thought some of the character portrayals are good, but a lot of this is characters we've already seen portrayed on the screen as well, because they are remaking the same story.
Yeah.
The tournament took a back seat to the other stuff, which kind of happens past Mortal Kombat 2. They're almost combining 2 and 3 here, but not really.
Yes.
They've left it open so they can make the third one and really make the third one, but also
well, with the third one, like that's what Annihilation did, though. They basically like skipped the second tournament and went right into them invading Earthrealm. So,
which is fine. You could have just done that again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, well, we didn't have the tournament in the reboot from 21, so I was okay with them doing this.
Well, I'm saying they should have just put the tournament in the first fucking movie. Like, still a fucking mind-boggling decision. And then they're like, it's okay, it's going to be in the second one. You're like, all right, well,
well, that's assuming you get to a third one because the box office has underperformed. Apparently, there was an $80 million budget for this, and its global estimates are between 63 and 65. So, and that was 80 million production budget. It doesn't include marketing. Now, granted, I have not seen a crazy amount of marketing for this. It's rated R film,
only a
so,
weekend, so
yeah, and we've got a holiday weekend coming up, and I don't think there's a lot of competition for an action movie right now. So I think it'll probably do well over the next couple of weeks.
yeah.
Chasing Trent says, "Yo, Ecto."
What's going on, buddy? Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where you just want to see more of your favorite characters. And it's like if they would just fucking, do a TV show, you could have so much more going on and stuff. But I don't know. I'm always looking where the grass is greener, especially with video game fucking movies. You're like, they really just always make your imagination be like, this could be great. And
yeah, because it's one person's vision or one storyteller's vision, and
even now,
it's tough.
Mortal Kombat 1995 is still the best Mortal Kombat movie. I don't think it's going to get better.
No, now there's chances to do other stories out there, like further on from the games, but the fact that they rebooted and started over again, to me, is what was disappointing. Like, you don't have to start with the very first one. Modern gamers don't give a fuck about Mortal Kombat 1, the video game, because they didn't start with Mortal Kombat 1, the video game. You know what I mean?
But also, all of the plot of Mortal Kombat's still relevant, even in Mortal Kombat 1, the new one. Like, even the first game's plots. So, a lot of people, you'd be surprised how many people do, I think, actually care about the old games.
I'm not saying that they don't care. I'm just saying you don't need to start a movie franchise doing that again when there's already one that's been done and did it well enough.
I think they do, but they didn't do that. They started out with a prequel, which is fuckery. And then they did this movie, which is barely a tournament. It's just too much. It was just too little too late. Because they were building on a universe that sucked ass. That was the ultimate problem. Like, again, I'm not hating this movie, and I'm happy for anyone who liked it significantly more than I did, but it just, like, ultimately was disappointing for me. I will rather rewatch Annihilation 100%. Yeah.
I really like the first Mortal Kombat movie. I will say one thing that added a lot of enjoyment for me to it, even though the movie wasn't amazing. Like, again, I didn't think it was complete trash, but I just thought, I was like, yeah, it was okay. It wasn't a movie I walked out and I was like, oh, I can't wait to see that again.
Yeah.
Which, that's usually a movie when I know a movie's great. It's like, oh, I can't wait to watch that with Liz, or I can't wait to see that again. Whatever that looks like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay.
Then there's, there was the 90s Mortal Kombat show, Mortal Kombat Conquest. And there was Mortal Kombat, it's called Legends.
Was that the anime?
No, the TV, like online TV series kind of thing. Like,
oh,
it was
yeah,
made by fans, but it was officially endorsed, and they made 2 seasons, I think.
Yeah, and I didn't watch all that because I'd seen the trailers and I just stopped following it. But I need to go back and rewatch that. But
I have a copy of it, and it's okay. Like, it's very much in line with the new films, I would say.
Okay.
But more reality connected, even so. Like, it's less fantastical and shit than the new stuff. Okay. So it's less fun because it's supposed to be like grounded and gritty reality. That was what was popular when it was made. So. Oh
yeah, the Nolan trilogy was all the rage at the time. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna make this like true crime type, Law and Order type shit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like the music callbacks. I like how there's a few score callbacks, and I like how they had some of the original Mortal Kombat music remade in there.
Chasing Trent. Yeah, I don't. Personally, I'm not going to see the Michael movie. I know too much about Michael Jackson to want to see a movie about him that especially is not going to address the allegations. And then any biopic that really the family is behind or the artists themselves or anything like that, it's just never... You know what I mean? Like Elton, I didn't watch the Elton John one. I love Elton John. I didn't watch the Queen one. I like Queen. I've watched scenes from them, and I'm just like, oof, no.
I went to see the Queen one with her mom because she really wanted to see it. And I was like, okay, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
But usually, like, I'm not going to go to the theater to see those. If something comes on streaming and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll check this out. You know, I usually half-ass pay attention.
Yeah.
But I have no interest in the Michael biopic.
Well, I think everybody's saying, but the music's so good. It's like, well, yeah, it's just fucking Michael Jackson's music, bro. You're just watching a 2-hour music video at that point, and that's fine. But like,
yeah,
you know,
if that's what you're into. But I don't give a fuck about all that.
well, personally, I don't, and I'm not like hating on anyone for going and seeing that because fucking A, do what you want. You can't. Michael Jackson allegations are one of those things that like every fucking person has a different opinion on, and it's not even like politically. Like there's people who are fucking far left tankies who love Michael Jackson or hate him. Same with the right. It's one of those unpredictable things. Everybody has a wildly different opinion on, I think, and I'm somewhere in the middle where I'm not going to listen to his music. I'm not going to go see his movie. But I'm not on a like long-term hate campaign. I just don't think about Michael Jackson in my day-to-day life.
So there's a guy I know that basically said that all music biopics are just a way to hit that artist's back catalog in international markets because it's exposing people to new music. And I'm like, you know, there's some validity to that because ideally what happens when one of these movie comes out, right? People are listening to the back catalog, whether they're buying CDs or they're streaming it. Like it helps the artist's catalog and net worth, or it helps their estate, whatever it is, it makes them money and exposes their music elsewhere. So yeah, it's all by design. So even though the movie may do well at the box office, it's still going to help the catalog or in this case, his estate. So
you're like, we're probably just lucky that the Kurt Cobain estate has probably rejected hundreds of offers from movie studios trying to make that story. You know, they're making a Beatles movie now.
yeah.
It's just the Bruce Springsteen one I didn't want to see. The fucking... What's the Bob Dylan one that just came out? I'm like, I don't give any sort of shit.
I saw the Bob Dylan one. We watched it at home, and I was just like, it just felt boring.
I feel like there was already another Bob Dylan, like several Bob Dylan movies that came out too.
Yeah,
there always kind of is, I guess.
I haven't seen the Springsteen one, and it's like, I like Jeremy Allen White, but I don't know if I'm going to watch it. You know, I don't really give a shit that way or another.
Yeah. I watched the Joy Division one, but it's less of a Joy Division one and more of an Ian Curtis story.
Yeah.
But it was very small and indie. It wasn't like going for awards and shit necessarily. But I liked it. And, you know, I like Walk the Line. The Doors is interesting.
That's a strange fucking movie, man. Like, I bought that when I was going to audio school, and you know, Val Kilmer does a good job in that film. But that film just didn't know what it wanted to be, and so it's like, it's a roller coaster ride of like good to just fucking... I'm not even going to say bad, but it's a roller coaster ride between good and just fucking boring.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know. So ultimately, though, when I go see a video game movie, I walk out of the theater and I want to go play that video game. And I've got the new MK Ultimate Collection for the Switch, so I need to get down and play that this weekend.
Yeah.
Get some of that and go play it. Start back with the original. Play through the first 4.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I need to get access to those.
Well, Mortal Kombat 3, you know, like with Mortal Kombat 3 had so many fucking versions. and they just kept fucking expanding the character list. Even at the arcade is when they did all that, and so like,
Well, I do remember Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3,
yeah,
but I don't remember like that many more versions of it. Is that right?
maybe it was. I don't know.
Because they did with other versions of the games too. Like Mortal Kombat Gold was Mortal Kombat 4 with more characters.
Yeah,
And then I think they did the same thing with Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Maybe you're just thinking about that because Mortal Kombat Trilogy combined like all the characters in the first 3 games.
oh,
So
yeah,
it does seem like they're just putting out the same shit over and over, but
okay, maybe that's why I'm thinking that. But so I played Mortal Kombat. You know, we had Street Fighter 2 on our Super Nintendo, and for whatever reason, we didn't buy it, the first Mortal Kombat. But I rented it several times, and I think I had a few friends that had it, so we played it a fair amount.
yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2 comes out. We don't get on any of our systems besides the Game Gear, and the Game Gear, due to the smaller memory size in the cartridge, has fewer characters to choose from, so you
Okay.
didn't get the full character list.
According to Wikipedia, you're technically right because it says it's a second and final update to Mortal Kombat 3, but it also features new additions to the game, the aggressor bar and the brutality mechanic.
Okay.
But that one featured every character up until that point, and I have this on PlayStation, and it's cool because you can immediately just pick Shao Kahn or Goro, Motaro, and play as them, as well as like both versions of Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
So that's cool stuff.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And then Mortal Kombat 3 came out, and then they're like, oh, by the way, we're going to do other editions. And that just pisses me off because I'm like, I'm not buying the same fucking game again just for extra characters, which nowadays would just be DLC. So, like, you know, I always see like this argument online of people like, I just wish I could buy games like I used to and not have to buy DLC. And I'm like, back then they just sold you a new fucking copy of the game. Like Street Fighter 2, like, look at that fucking game. Street Fighter 2 or 2 Turbo and all the other bullshit they did with that same fucking game. They're like, we're going to have the same game, but we're just going to add some characters and levels, fighting backgrounds. And you're just like, same mechanics, same everything, but they just expanded a little bit. Again, that would have just been DLC in today's age. But back then, you had to buy a whole new fucking copy of the game.
Yeah.
Sorry, rant over. I just remember like going and playing Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 at the arcade and being like, oh, look at all these cool fucking characters in there. And like, yeah. So down in here, Chasing Trent's, you know, throwing in his commentary here on the, yeah, no one wants a grounded MK movie, right? Like, I want some of the absurd shit in there, right? Like throwing the fucking babality or a fucking friendship. Like, just get stupid with the movies. If you're gonna make a movie about this, and these are pretty fucking absurd concepts in game anyway, throw some of that shit in the movie just for giggles, right? And then like the Mario movies got it right. Yeah, I've liked the new Mario movies. My kids fucking love them, and like I've watched my kids play every fucking Mario game they basically ever released, and so like I know all the ins and outs, the characters and villains and shit, and so I've enjoyed them. They're pretty decent, but if you're not like hardcore deep into like every Mario game, like if all you ever played was Mario or Super Mario World, you're not going to know shit. But if you've played them and gone deep into them, they kick ass.
I've not played anything story-wise past like Mario 64. So, and not only that, but I just, yeah, there's other reasons I don't want to see any of those movies, and they're not for me, so that's fair. Same thing with the Sonic movies. I'm not going to watch those. I don't care. As a kid, I probably would have been stoked to see the Sonic ones at least.
Since I have kids, I've seen the Sonic movies. I don't know if we've seen them all. I mean, I paid attention to like when we watched the first one, and
the Five Nights also not for me. It's just not my alley. So I haven't watched them because I know they're not.
I saw the first one. I haven't watched the second one, and I've been meaning to. I haven't played any of those games yet, but I'm just like, I like the concept of.
I watched people
somebody that
play the games back in the day just to see what they were like, but
yeah, as a fan of like Resident Evil, they made this sound like this is a little bit more family-friendly version of that, even though it's allegedly scary for kids. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have not seen a lot. Like I haven't watched The Last of Us. The only one that I watched Twisted Metal. I liked that show quite a bit for what it was. Did a pretty decent job. And then Fallout, I haven't watched all of, but I did start at some point, and I did like what I was seeing in that. And I only really played Fallout 4, so.
So I've got Fallout 76. I played that a little bit, and then I like the Fallout series. I haven't watched the second season yet. And then The Last of Us, I've watched both of those, but Liz and I watched those, and neither of us had played the game, so they're pretty enjoyable because I wasn't comparing every detail to the game. I just was like, oh, okay, zombie story, and sounds pretty interesting. And like, there was an episode that takes place in Kansas City in The Last of Us, and they didn't do any main production here, but they did some, second unit shooting around town that they did some shots in. So there's actually shots of Kansas City in it. So I, wanted to see that in the first season as well. So I definitely appreciate that. But
yeah,
I get it, man. Like, they can be so hit or miss. What's your, now that we're done talking Mortal Kombat, really, you've seen the Street Fighter trailer, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've watched it, but yeah.
I just know that's supposed to be like really over the top.
Yeah, I might wait for streaming for that one too, just because. Like, my only connections to Street Fighter is I played Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo, and I watched the Street Fighter movie growing up, and thought it was cool. I don't know. We'll see. It looks cool for what it is, but I just don't know how much I care. I have my taste, I guess, I know what I like.
Yeah. Your video game movie or video TV adaptation, whatever, is just not, your passion's not there for it. And I totally respect that.
Yeah, so. I'm not as big of a gamer as other people either, so.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Mortal Kombat, I got mixed feelings about because, like you said, we had Mortal Kombat 2, or not Mortal Kombat, but Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo, so we played that a lot. But then I feel like once we got Mortal Kombat 3, we hardly ever played Street Fighter just because the gaming mechanics were, I felt like, a little bit better in MK3.
Yeah.
And then I didn't say I loved it, but I liked the movie, the original movie in the 90s. Like, I remember, like, we were in Louisiana when it came out because it came out over the Christmas season. And I remember, like, arguing with mom and dad about going to see that movie because, like, we traveled down there for Christmas. I was like, look, the only thing I want to do this fucking Christmas break is go see this fucking movie. And it was a fucking knockdown drag out to go fucking see it. They're like, we're on vacation. We're not going to go to a movie. And I'm like, fuck, we aren't.
Right.
We're going to the movie. And so I think I eventually got my way because it was like, I don't care. I sat in the car for however many hours it took to get here. Let's go see a movie.
Take me to the goddamn movie.
Like, I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I will go see a movie anywhere, anytime if it's a fucking movie I want to see.
That's
funny. I don't care if I'm on vacation or not.
So. I like seeing a movie on a vacation sometimes. I saw one of the Harry Potter movies when I was in Vegas as a kid.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's a good experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so I don't know if I give a shit about the Street Fighter one or not. I just know that from the advertising campaign, they're basically talking shit on the Mortal Kombat series, basically how they've done the movies, and I'm like, I don't know if you're going to be much better, but I'll probably watch it just out of fucking sheer curiosity. I don't know that I've ever played a Street Fighter game besides Street Fighter 2. Like, there's like some Street Fighter versus Capcom shit I may have played a time or two just because a friend had it and we were just like playing fighting games because it was, 2-player battle, but never sat down, like, learned any of the fighter moves or spent any significant time with it. So, like, beyond like the one game, I don't really give a fuck about the Street Fighter franchise.
Yeah.
You doing all right over there?
Yeah. No, sorry. I was clicking on something else on some of this Mortal Kombat stuff I was reading about. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you go down the rabbit hole, man. There's so much to read about and videos to watch. Like, it's.
Well, it's like you don't realize that Shinnok is in Mortal Kombat Annihilation because it's just a bad portrayal.
Oh yeah.
It's just god awful. That was the year that Mortal Kombat 4 came out.
Yeah.
He
There
has like
was.
this cool ass outfit and fucking green skin and shit, and then it's just that old white dude with a cloak.
Yeah. Funny take. I saw someone post the trailer for Annihilation on there, like, yeah, the trailer for Annihilation was better than the movie, and I'm like, fuck, that's not all that uncommon. There's
Yeah.
plenty of movies where the trailer footage like sums everything down to like what you need in the movie, and like it covers it all for you. Like it's not gonna get any better than that. Sorry. A well cut trailer can eliminate the need to view a whole shitty movie.
Yeah.
Anything else on your radar right now?
Not really. Just waiting on Backrooms to come out this month.
Yeah, that's the next movie I'm really excited about. I think can't wait to go see that one.
Then that's about it, really. I'm gonna have a video coming out about Jennifer's Body, the unrated versus theatrical cut.
Nice.
Doing some more videos, continuing that series. I don't know what else I'm having coming out this week. Need to figure that out.
Yeah. Gotta see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I'm about out of juice.
Yeah, man. I
think I'm more tired than I thought tonight too. Like, just running out of things to say.
if you've listened to us over the past couple of weeks, like my voice is finally back. I'm still just a hair gruff, but finally feeling a lot better. But damn, it was a rough couple of weeks there, so I feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah, on that note, man, let's wrap this thing up. Appreciate everyone tuning in and chatting tonight and watching the show, and we'll be back next week, and we'll chat about some other shit.
Peace out. Thanks for stopping by.
Later.